We are live. Hello, everyone, tuning into this extraordinary Friday Vibe lunchtime live here at Sequins and Sand. I'm Anita McLaughlin. It's lovely to have you here. And I know it takes a bit of time for people to tune in. So I'll just keep talking and wait for that to happen. And when someone pops in, I'll just ask to know whether you can hear and see us okay. Today, it is an extraordinary day for us because we are doing a live cross to 3 other locations. Woohoo! I can't believe we're doing this craziness, but we are. And I've got some awesome women in business who are joining me to bring this together. So if you are joining the live, tune in, comment away, let us know what you're thinking. We'd love to see you pop in and answer your questions, or if you've just got some comments, fire away. And if you are joining the recording, hello, because I know Fridays at lunchtime, 12 o'clock Vegas time, is not suitable for everyone. So welcome. That's great. Oh, I can see some eyeballs. So if you guys can tell me, hello, Maria. Do you hear me okay, Maria, and see me okay? Let me know. I think there's a thumbs up there. I think that's all good. So today is very special. As I said, it's a first for us. We'll be crossing to Melissa in WA in Margaret River, crossing to Mel in Terrigal in New South Wales, and Anita in Goolwa in South Australia. 2 Melissas, 2 Anitas. Can't believe that's happened either. And we are doing this to promote where they are now, their location, all about planning a road trip for you. So road trips, we know, are very popular now because, you know, Corona times, and we can't get on the plane and as freely as we like to, especially internationally. And from a Sequins and Sand point of view, we're coming out of winter, out of summer into winter. So, you know, togs and things like that we wear in summer aren't going to be so popular. So that's when we transition into our road trip wear. Oh, some of it's just landed. It's behind me. And I was talking to Beck about this concept of, you know, the travel wear coming in. What do we do that's a little bit different? And Beck, being the genius that she is, says, why don't we do a segment around a road trip? And we get some local heroes to talk about where they are. Brilliant. Boom. Idea was born. And we've pulled it off, and we've got 3 beautiful women waiting to tell you all about where they live. And because we are all about uplifting and empowering women here at Sequins and Sand, we are going to ask them a little bit about what they do in their amazing businesses. So I am going to stop talking, bring them all on. There they are, girls. You are live. I'll just unmute you so you can say a quick hello.
Hi, everyone.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, Carl. Oh, fantastic. So what we're going to do now is we are going to speak to each of them individually, and we're going to start with Melissa in WA. So the other girls are just going to say a quick bye-bye for now, but they'll be back. They'll be back. Okay. Thanks, girls. There we go. Just get the tech happening. So, Mel.
Hi.
There you are. I want to see a bit more of you. There we go.
How's that?
Oh, that's better. There you are. So, welcome. Thank you so much for jumping onto this extraordinary live with me. I'm over the moon.
Thanks so much.
You are welcome. Now, girls, I've got to come clean a bit here. Melissa rang me, about half an hour ago and said NBN moved in yesterday and took away our internets. So she's calmly marching on her phone. So we've got everything crossed that the phone network holds true, haven't we, Melissa?
Yes, and I'm going to have a very sore right arm after the end of this, but that's okay.
So I can see some beautiful blue sky and lots of green behind you. Where are you?
So I'm located, this is where I live, in Narrabeen, which is, I guess, the beach of Margaret River. Well, there's lots of beach in Margaret River, but this is one of the little beach areas next to Prevelly. some of you might have heard Preverly, because that's where the Margaret River Masters, the world champion surfing competition, is held. So the beach is that way, which you can probably see a little bit of the beach. Yeah.
Cool. Looks beautiful.
So Margaret River is 3 hours south of Perth, so 280 kilometres south, and my major surfing destination, loads of world-class wineries. It's people come here to escape the city and really be with nature. It's quite beautiful because you've got beautiful forest and then on the edge of world-class beaches. So yeah, it's a stunning area. It's
stunning. Yeah, I've had the privilege of being there once, and I can't wait to go back again to see it. It's just extraordinary. So you've been in Margaret River for how long?
Since 2017. We moved here, but I've spent a lot of time here. This is my childhood holiday, Dunsborough, which is just a little bit further north. This is where we would come every holidays.
Fantastic. And have you got some favourite spots that you want to share, things that people can do in the area other than surfing? What else is there to do? And the wineries, of course.
Yeah. So, look, it depends what you're into, but there's so much you can do. Winery lunches are a must. There's so many beautiful wineries and the lunches are fantastic. So that's what I'm doing. Lots of people come down. It's a long weekend here on Saturday, so I'm going to Felix with friends for lunch. There's lots of great lunch spots. I also love the Little White Elephant, which is in Narrabeen, and it's a little cafe for breakfast, brunch. You have a little swim, and then you could be in Europe. It's like this little cove, this sandstone cove, and you could honestly be anywhere in Europe. It's a really beautiful little location. Look, if you were into mountain bike riding, loads of trails, fantastic trails through the forest. So we kind of do that from time to time with my children. Lots of people, it's a really great family destination. You can go on there's farm stays, there's beautiful camping spots, but there's also a beautiful community of artists down here. There's a lot of down here, so there's some beautiful studios you can go and visit, and galleries. It's really, there's something for everyone. Something for everyone.
So how long do you reckon, if someone was planning their road trip, get a good sense of the Margaret River area, how long do you reckon they'll need? It's not something, I'm gathering it's not something you spend maybe 2 nights in and then you move on.
Look, you could spend 2 nights, but you wouldn't see as much as you would like to. So you get a taste of it in 2 nights, and plenty of city people come down for 2 nights. But, it's a good 3-hour drive. If you stop off, that's half a day. So 2 nights would be the minimum. 4 days would be great because you could drive to Dunsborough, Yellingup. There's lots of, within the region, there's lots of little what would you call them? Little areas. Little towns that you can visit. And so I would say 4 days minimum. Great tip there.
So it sounds like there's back to nature is the theme that I'm picking up on with Margaret River. And that's a nice segue to what you do, because you're very much about back to nature with your beautiful perfumes. So I'm just going to share the screen very quickly, and I'm hoping that this works for the girls who are watching. Chrome tab. There we go. So this is Melissa's site, girls. This is melisperfumery.com, and it's natural perfume with intent, made from Australian ingredients, pure and natural. Mel, why don't you take us through a little bit about what you do?
Sure. So I started my brand this is my 3rd year, and I really wanted, at that point in time, there were very few natural perfumes on the market. And so I wanted to share, I guess, the the conscious side of wearing scent, and because scent really helped me go travel inward, like just gave me moments of mindfulness, and I really wanted to share that. So I work with a perfumer, a natural perfumer. Natural perfumery is really quite challenging. It's quite complex and it's quite difficult because you're working with volatile ingredients. So I chose to work with, I blend, and I've been making my own perfumes for a few years now, but I quickly discovered that you need a memory bank with natural ingredients. You need a memory bank. And so I've been working with Kat Snowden, and she's been working with natural ingredients for about 15 years.
Wow.
So we blended, and she really develops the formulas for my scents. And yeah, so they're parfum oils. We're about to release some sprays this year. So we've got, I'll show you, I don't know if you can see, this is the first Olivia collection. So that's my Olivia collection, and they're all parfum oils. There's my Attars as well. And then these two I just launched last year, Nativis. So they're they're very highly concentrated, and you'll find with natural perfume, you do need to have a high concentration for the durability and to get them lasting on your skin. And that's where the real skill of a perfumer comes in natural perfumery, is to get that durability on the skin. So,
Sounds beautiful. It really does. And I totally get the whole scent thing, because I don't know if it's how I'm wired and my brain's wired, but scent really plays an enormous part in my daily ritual. I have to set up the right scent in my room, and then I rise into my day. That and my yoga stretch for 20 minutes. But and I think it's wonderful what you're doing. I will definitely be in contact with you again, because I see some wonderful opportunities. But girls, this is all about supporting local, and you are doing a wonderful job, and I know you're well connected with your community as well, Melissa, with what you do. So thank you very much for doing what you do and for joining us today. All the best at the wedding.
Thanks so much for having me.
You're welcome. Thank you. See you later. Bye. Okay. So that was Mel. Thank you, Mel. Now, our next guest, let me see if I can continue going with the tech. Here we go. We are welcoming in, not Melissa, but Mel.
Hi, guys. Thanks for having me, Anita.
Oh, it's lovely to have you here, Mel. Now, Mel, you are in a different time zone, in a different part of Australia. Where are you, and what is your story?
Yes, so I'm actually in Terrigal, which is a little beach, well, not too little beach town on the central coast of New South Wales. So maybe, an hour and a half north of Sydney, where all the beautiful beaches are, and where all the coasties hang out.
So you have an outdoor lifestyle there in Terrigal, very much.
Absolutely. Beach and sun.
So not unlike Margaret River, but I'm sensing there's a difference, because you're closer to a bigger city, being closer to Sydney. So you're probably a little bit more of not a city beach, but, not much remote. Yeah.
No, we are starting to see a lot more development now as it's starting to spread, which has been good, because we do get a lot more businesses and cafes and bars and more people coming in for tourism, which is always good to support the community as well.
Yeah, fantastic. And that's what it's all about, isn't it? And I know we'll get to that shortly, but you are well embedded in your community. So kudos to you. Tell me, Terrigal, surfers, obviously, surfing beach, surfing around.
Yes.
What else is there to do in Terrigal, and why would someone detour off is it the M1? What is it that you've got going up the highway there? A1. I think you're A.
I'm not very good with roads, to be honest.
I should have researched that a bit more. But you are.
It might be
So you're an hour and a half or so north of Sydney.
Yes. Yeah.
Why would they detour off and check out Terrigal and the area around Terrigal?
Honestly, I would why wouldn't you? Because there's literally so much that you can do. Like, we cover bases for everybody. Like, we have some of the best cafes, best bars, loads of like little local boutique shops for fashion and clothing. Of course, there's us as well in there where you can do a cool painting session. But there's everything. Like, we've got wineries within 15 minutes, coastal walks within another 15 minutes, just depending on which direction you want to go in. So literally a little bit of everything.
Yeah, so that sounds great. So it's probably a bit like me going up to Noosa or the Sunshine Coast, where you can get your shopping in, you can go to great restaurants, you can still get back to nature if you want to, and you can get your togs wet in. Well, you don't call them togs, you call them swimmers, I think.
Yeah, swimmers, scuzzies, dogs, all the same.
All the same. So that is wonderful. And I am hoping that you can share maybe 2 or 3 gems of your favorite places that you like to hang out.
Oh, it's hard to only pick 3, but one of my favorites, we've got a beautiful cafe like right down there. It's called Island Time. It has the absolute best food and coffee. Every time you go in there, they serve you with a smile, and it's right on the beach. So you have that beautiful view as you're drinking and eating. I love going there. And I also really love, there's this new spot called Shady Palms, and it's about 10 minutes away from us, closer to Kincumber. Brand new, they've just opened, and we're actually going to be running a little bit of a paint, pizza, cocktail event with them soon. So I'm very excited for that. And yeah, just a great place for food and cocktails.
Fantastic, fantastic. So just on that, nice segue, by the way, to what you do. So tell us how you connect with the community and what you offer. And if somebody was to visit Terrigal, whether they're from Sydney or familiar with it or totally never been there before, how can they enjoy it through an experience with you?
Absolutely. So what we actually do at Pinot and Picasso, as you might guess from the name, is we do art classes where you can also enjoy, your favorite beverage. So it basically has like a 3-hour class where you get to choose an artwork of your choice, pre-selected before you come in. And we'll guide you through it. We kind of go and do the artwork with you, give you all the little tips. You bring along a friend, all your nibbles, your own wine, and you just enjoy like a really fun, relaxed like evening of getting creative, spending time with people, and just having a really good time. So it's amazing. Like, I love what we do, and it's such a good thing you can do all year round. It doesn't have to be, only when the weather's good. It's a perfect actually winter or rainy day activity because we're inside. And if you wanted to book in, we have all our different artworks that you can see here on our website. So you get to have a look, pick the artwork that you most want to create, and then book into the session. So we usually have a few spots left before each weekend. So you can always last minute, if you're up here, check out the website and see if you can book in for those as well.
Yeah, so I'm just going to show the guys there. Hopefully that's coming up now. There is your website where you can book in for those sessions. So let me just change the view for a tick and test my ability to navigate a tech. Has that changed the view? Does that bring
I'm afraid not.
It doesn't. Okay, I need to remove that one. Okay, let me try again. We will get there.
We will.
It's telling me that it's there. So let me... Is it coming up?
I can't see it, but I'm not too sure if anybody else can.
Okay, all right. I've just stopped it. I'm going to reshare it. Here we go. Ever persistent, and the girls are very patient with me.
I know, thank you, guys. We all are beautiful artwork.
There we go. Share. Okay, now that's good. Yeah, there we go. Yes, I had to get out of the other section completely. There you are. So Pinot and Picasso in Terrigal. Fantastic. And actually what I did earlier was I watched this P&P experience video. That really told me a lot about what you do. In a nutshell, it was really, really good. So there's all the different sessions that you can book in for. Look at all that.
Artwork to choose from.
Artworks from these people at the end. Hey?
I was saying there's loads of artworks to choose from, you know, some easier ones, some harder ones if you like a challenge. And we even do like family friendly sessions as well, where you can bring the kids along. You know, they're nice, simple artworks that they can all paint along. And yeah, perfect for school holidays and things like that if you're bringing the kids on holidays.
And something a bit different to do. I love that. So it's family friendly as well. You don't have to have grog if you don't want to. It's not necessarily all about Pinot. It's about other things.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's really about bringing people together.
Exactly. And just getting creative and having fun.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, yeah, I love that idea. And actually, when we had our retreat, a year and a half, God, was that a year ago? Or, I can't remember, 2 years now. Year and a bit, yeah. We were we thought about doing some art as part of that. And we have the Summer Confidence Society now up and running. Well, we're in our pilot program and we'll open the doors later in the year. But it's about reconnecting and having fun. And I think art is a wonderful way to do that. And it's just a wonderful exploration again to reconnect with you, but also just get in the zone, have some fun, do something a little bit different.
Absolutely. No, I always find it's very actually meditative. So if you're feeling a little bit stressed, there's nothing better than just focusing on something else for a few hours. It just makes you feel so much better and calm and relaxed after. So if you're feeling stressed, it's also a great thing to do.
Yeah, and you don't have to join a big class, right? You can say, I just want a couple of my mates in a session. Is that right?
Well, we can do private sessions for as little as 10 people. So having friends and birthdays and, just getting the girls together. We get a lot of mothers groups and things like that.
Fantastic. And give those babies a brush or two to go for it in the studio. I'm sure you don't want to do that. Well, thank you for sharing about your part of the world, Terrigal, an hour and a half north of Sydney. Yeah, for a surf, a walk, a shop, great coffee, great art classes and connection, just to do some activities that are a little bit different than you otherwise might do.
Well, thank you so much for having me. I was good to come on.
Thank you so much for joining me. I'm absolutely over the moon. Thanks, Mel. All the best with it. I hope the classes go well.
Thank you. See ya.
See ya. Right. There we go. So now, ta-da! We are over to Anita, who's been very patient, waiting in the wings while everybody else said their bit.
Hello, everybody. Can you hear me? Actually, I just had a sign there. Okay, cool.
Yeah, we can hear you and we can see you in your beautiful red. You're in your kitchen. So I just might tell the girls a little bit about what happened prior. We were doing our tech check, to check around, and we had thought that Anita might be able to show you her beautiful what am I going to say? Where you are, your beautiful property, Goolwa there, yeah. But the tech didn't permit it. It was not so good outside. So we're in your kitchen, and we are now going to talk about Goolwa, where you are. Yeah. Tell us a little bit about where you are in South Australia, because I'll admit, I didn't know where Goolwa was until we spoke yesterday.
Okay. Yeah, so it's a bit strange for me to talk about Goolwa and to promote it, because I'm quite new here too, and you may hear I'm actually not I'm Australian, of course, but I originally from Switzerland, and to promote Australia is very special for me. However, my husband and I, we were away for a few years back in Europe to travel through Europe, and before we lived in Adelaide, and then we wanted to go somewhere new, and we found that beautiful property here in Goolwa, Goolwa is about 100 k's south of Adelaide, and it's a beautiful little town with a lot of nature, and that's why we love it so much. So we have actually a big block of land where we built our house, and I'm standing here in my castle, which is the kitchen, which I will talk about later. So, and Goolwa has beautiful beaches as well. They have actually, there's also a beach where you can go with your four-wheel car to the beach. There is also surfing possibilities. There's actually a surfing school in Goolwa. Lots of people are, from Adelaide coming over the weekend or during their summer holidays. They're just come down here to get out of the city. And what probably a lot of people know is the Margaret River. And actually it's here in Goolwa where the Murray River, the Murray mouth, meets the Southern Ocean.
Right, so the Murray meets the ocean at Goolwa.
Yeah, and it's really a beautiful place to see. Yeah. You can do that with your car, go along the beach. You can do that with the boat. There are boat trips as well. You can also go, that's the boat trip we were saying. And the boat trips, actually, we just were on one a few weeks ago, and we could see seals. I didn't know that too. And I did a little bit of research before, and from May until September, I think, you can even do whale watching here. So we
wow, that's a great tip. Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah.
It sounds like
beautiful. Sorry?
Keep going, yeah.
We have a beautiful train, our cockle steam during the summer. They use the steam train, and that's a beautiful trip where you can go from Goolwa through to Middleton and Victor Harbour. I didn't do yet, I must admit, but I'm definitely going to. So yeah, it's just wonderful being here, and lots of travel, walking spots. I love it.
It sounds like a little bit like Margaret River in that it's very much not over commercialized. It's a quieter spot. You have, the water there for surfing and boating and fishing, and having the Murray come through where the Murray meets the ocean. I mean, that must be heavenly. What an amazing place that would be. So somewhere quieter to go and relax and enjoy the water and a bit of walking and all of that.
Yeah, it's actually interesting, like lots of people, it's actually getting more and more explored here. People are coming more and more down here. As you know, everybody knows the Adelaide Hills, they know McLaren Well, the Barossa Valley, and here we are at Fleurieu, they say, Peninsula, which is getting more and more known. And I think it's really important. We have wineries here, even though the McLaren Way is not far, so people will travel to McLaren Way from here, going to wineries. So we have, I think there is no place in Australia which doesn't have any wineries.
Or access to wine anyway. Yeah, true. So, that's why I'm excited about showcasing Goolwa, because I'm just going to put it on the map again, because I do have... where are you? Goolwa. Yeah, look at that beautiful picture. That is just stunning. Oh, actually, Chrome tab. Goolwa, where are you? There you are. Just come up in a minute. Yeah. How spectacular does that look? It's just so beautiful.
Oh, yeah. What you show now, we have the most wonderful sunsets or sunrise. If you get up early in the morning, it is really, really beautiful.
Yeah, and so close to Adelaide. So if you are cruising South Australia and you're in Adelaide, then, it's not that far.
No, it's actually not.
That's beautiful.
No. And Goolwa is also quite famous with, this area, Fleurieu Peninsula, with the local products. We have a lot of local vegetables. We have the farmer markets here in Goolwa, which is amazing. And Goolwa actually became the first cheetah slough in, is it just in Australia or is it anywhere in the south? I'm not quite sure, but definitely in Australia in 2007. Which is, supports the local products and slow cities. So, yeah, that's another thing which is quite important to know.
That's fantastic. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show everybody, we're talking markets and supporting local produce and everything. And this is what you're about, aren't you? You are about food. So Anita's business, everyone, is Food Builder. So you can find it at foodbuilder.com. And I've got a confession to make. You know, the lovely Evie, who's been a guest on here before, and Beck, we've connected through Evie and Beck. So thank you, ladies, for connecting us. You know, community, connectedness, women in business, all of that. It's just wonderful. So this is your beautiful website, but also your business. Anita, can you tell us a little bit about food, which is your passion, and if someone was to be in the area or wanted to know more about what you do, tell us a bit about it.
Okay, now I have to make sure that it's not getting too long. However, I started it a year ago, actually during the first lockdown in March. I thought, how could I help people who are stuck back home and cannot even go shopping, have just some stuff in the fridge? And then I came up with the idea, you know, they can call me and say, look, I have this and this and that, what can I do with it? And finally, it did build up to a completely different direction. I now ended up to conduct cooking classes here in my kitchen.
Yes.
As well as in, you know, I'm in contact with some beautiful holiday retreats, like Naiko retreat here down south, as in like with Great Ocean retreat. And I do basically almost everything what people want. What I just found out, people are very keen to know more about bread and bread making, and that's where I'm probably at the moment, that's my thing at the moment. I have a class coming up on Sunday where I really try to show people everything about bread, even about nutrition. I can bring that in as well. I do classes in vegetarian classes. I can do fine dining classes, starters, drinks, whatever you actually want. And as I said, I'm doing it here. Or if you are in a holiday retreat, I come to you and I'm doing the class with you there.
So if they're organised enough, they can pre-book in, and if they happen to be in the area when you're holding a class, they can join you, book in and join you.
Absolutely.
Wouldn't that be so much fun? You know, you can imagine, no? We've booked in for our art classes when we're at Terrigal, we've booked in, you know, along the way, and now we're going to book in and make some bread with Anita or whatever you've got going on in your beautiful classes. That would be, like, I know I would love that on my holiday, to mix in an experience like that, other than just, you know, the usual cafes and wineries and things like that. That would be awesome to do that. And you do them online as well. Are you going to be gearing that up a little bit more?
Well, that was my first idea too, during lockdown, you know, that
I get that.
We didn't have the possibility to go somewhere. And then I thought, well, we can do it online. However, right now, obviously people are more keen to come to the place. So online didn't happen. But if somebody wants to do online, somebody who is not here with me, that's a possibility too, of course.
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, we've, you know, as businesses, I mean, I've always been online, but I know that we've got to blend the two now, haven't we? You know, you've really got to offer what you do hands-on, in person, and online as well, especially for something like what you do through food. So, and what I did when I explored your website yesterday was I downloaded a great little recipe guide, which is a freebie on your site. And you've also got some recipes and things that you share with people on your website as well. So what is one of your favourite recipes? What do you love to cook?
Oh, well, I'm here. So I actually grew up from Switzerland. You know, a few special cookies which I like to make. The ones are called Basler Leckerli, which is a very typical Swiss cookie. And I also brought this special machine where you can make like this, we call them pretzel. I love to do them. And, you know, when people are interested in bread, it's not just the people are interested in doing that. I love doing bread too. I love baking. I love making desserts. So that's probably my favorites. I don't have anything particular, but I also love to do nothing, just sitting down, eating some beautiful cheese and having a glass of wine.
Yeah, I hear you. Oh God, I've got Friday afternoon all sorted, I think, close to dinner time. I might just crack out some cheese and some crackers and some bread and do the Italian thing, because that's my family's heritage. Sit down with an antipasta and a glass of red and away I go. Very
great.
good.
That's good. Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Thank you so much for joining us and sharing this wonderful gem called Goolwa. Thank you, because personally I would never have known about it otherwise, but we had planned a South Australian trip for my sister's 50th, and because of COVID coming from Queensland, we didn't quite get there, but now it is on my radar, and when we are there, I'll make sure to give you a call and hopefully we can connect with a class.
Yeah, and I just want to also say thank you. You did it already, but I want to say thank you from my side as well to you, and as well as to Beck, who got us together and who is a wonderful mentor, as well as to Evie, who helped us, I think all of us, with the website. Two amazing people. So yeah, there we are.
Yeah, you are so right. We are very blessed to have them in our world, aren't we? Yeah, more extraordinary, beautiful women who do a lot. So that's Evie Foster and Beck Patterson. You cannot be incognito back for too much longer. We will draw you out. Thanks so much, Anita. Have a wonderful weekend. Good luck with not good luck. You don't need luck with your next class. Have fun with your next class, and all the very best in your brand new business. Thank you. Great weekend. See you. Bye. Oh, well, how's that, girls? I'm just going to come back and recenter. Oh, how good was that? So the girls all in different spots. We had to coordinate so many different time zones. I can't believe we pulled it off. So thank you for joining in this very special, very first local hero showcasing towns around Australia that you can add to your road trip when you're next planning it. If you would like to join me on the next one, we might even do a few, my goodness, because if it takes off, it takes off. But if you would like to showcase where you are, whether you're a woman in business or not, you know, we do love to support women in business as well. But if you are just passionate about your area and you want to showcase it, let me know. Send me a DM, or they call it a message on Facebook, or, you know, go to Sequins and Sand and hit the contact us button and send me an email. Let us know if you want to showcase where you are, because there are so many extraordinary gems in this wonderful wide brown land that we are privileged to live in. Next week, we do more of the same, and see that behind me. That is the Road Trip collection. I've got a busy weekend ahead. The girls and I have got to get the keyboards smoking so that we can get it up on the website for you, so you can see our fantastic new travel range. There it is, lovely layering pieces, perfect for a road trip around Australia. Thanks so much, girls. I will read the comments. Thank you for tuning in. If you've got any questions, leave them. There's information in the discussion about where you can find those beautiful businesses and the lovely women who are behind them all to bring us beautiful scents, art, and food. Love that. Thanks so much. Have a great weekend and see you next time. Bye.